Hello and welcome to Mailtrap videos, where we explore the world of emails. In this video, we'll show you how to validate emails in Java. We start by creating a new project named Email Validation. Ensure it is set up with a Maven build system. This simplifies dependency management, project building, and makes the needed library handling for email validation easier.
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
It also streamlines the process of incorporating the libraries necessary for email validation. Next, let's focus on preparing the dependencies. The essential dependency we need is the commons validators, which allows us to validate emails effectively. If the pom.xml file lacks the dependencies entry, we add one and include our required dependency there. After installing the packages, we verify that the commons validators are correctly loaded by checking the external libraries. Next, we create the isValidEmail method, specifying it should return a Boolean value and accept a string parameter, which will be the email address we want to validate. This method utilizes the email validator instance from the Apache Commons Validator library to check the validity of each email. Now, using the Java ArrayList class, we'll prepare a list of email addresses to test our validator. This list includes a mix of both valid and invalid emails to cover various scenarios. We then loop through this list, passing each email address to our isValidEmail method for validation. We generate a message for every email that tells us if the email is valid or not based on our validation check. Finally, these messages are displayed on the console, giving us clear feedback on which email addresses meet the criteria and which don't, showcasing the practical use of the email validator in our email validation project. Next, let's look at how to validate email addresses in Java using regular expressions, or Regex for short. This gives us more flexibility and control over the validation process beyond what the Apache Commons validators offer. First, we need to specify the Regex pattern we'll use for this validation task. So let's prepare the private static final string variable and name it Regex. This variable type is a constant in Java, meaning it's a fixed value that won't change. It's private, so only code inside this class can see it, and static, meaning it belongs to the class rather than any instance of the class. The Regex pattern we're using to validate our emails is designed to match email addresses by ensuring there's text before and after the @ symbol. Next, we create an array list with a mix of email addresses, some that should pass our Regex test and some that should fail. With our list ready, the next step is to compile our Regex into a pattern object. This is done using the pattern.compile method, transforming our Regex string into a usable pattern for matching against our email addresses. For each email in our list, we set up a matcher using our pattern to evaluate the email's format. Next, we'll add the code to show the results in the console, telling us if each email is okay or not based on our Regex check. Finally, after running the code, the outcome is displayed in the console, indicating which emails are valid according to our Regex and which are not. Now that we've covered the basics of Regex validation, let's broaden our scope and tweak the validator to recognize an even larger variety of email formats, so it's more thorough. First, let's change our email list to include new examples that challenge our validator. Now we've added emails with underscores, dashes, and some other types that have different symbols. To make sure these unique cases are validated correctly, we'll need to update our Regex pattern. Let's make it more inclusive by allowing upper and lowercase letters, numbers, underscores, dashes, and even the plus sign. For the domain part, we're sticking to letters, numbers, and dots, but also introducing dashes to the mix. Alright, let's run these through our updated validator. And there you have it. The validator confirms which emails pass the test and which don't, just as we expected.
Damn good job. Damn good, bloody good, damn good job.
Remember, if needed, you can always fine-tune your regex further and include special characters in the local part of the email addresses. Another important aspect of your regex is ensuring it can handle dot placements properly, avoiding consecutive dots and those at the beginning or end of email addresses. You can fine-tune your regex even more and set character limits on the section after the last dot in an email address, known as top-level domain. In this example, we set it to be a minimum of 2 characters and a maximum of 6. Crafting the perfect regex pattern for email validation can be complex and hard to remember.
This is very complicated.
But fortunately, there's no reason to stress over it. OWASP, an online community that provides free, openly available resources, offers a collection of ready-to-use regex patterns for email validation. You can find the link to OWASP below in the description of this video. This wraps up our tutorial on how to validate emails in Java. We hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching this video, brought to you by Mailtrap, an email delivery platform to test, send, and control your email infrastructure all in one place. Like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to see more tutorials like this one. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more useful content on email deliverability. See you in the next one.